Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Bachelor Nation News. Bachelor Nation fans had high hopes for the first Golden Bachelor season. It premiered in 2023 after the idea was delayed due to the pandemic. Jerry Turner headlined the first season. He was 71 when he was announced as the spin-off's first lead. The female contestants were between the ages of 60 to 75. Many of them were widows who understood Jerry Turner's pain of losing a spouse. His wife of 43 years passed away suddenly in 2017. The first Golden Bachelor season ended with Jerry Turner proposing to Teresa Nist. They got married a few months later in a wedding that aired on ABC. However, the marriage was short-lived. He filed for divorce 3 months later. The split put a damper on the season. However, ABC finally revealed the fate of the spin-off. They renewed it for a second season, coming this fall. Former NFL player Mel Owens was named as the next Golden Bachelor. However, he didn't make a good impression on fans of the franchise in his first interview since he was named the lead. Golden Bachelor women must be fit. The leads of Bachelor Nation shows don't get to handpick their contestants, but they are allowed to tell the producers what they're looking for in a match. Mel Owens was a guest earlier this month on the Go Blue podcast, the official podcast of his college alma mater, the University of Michigan. He revealed on the podcast that he went to lunch with producers from the show so they could begin the casting process. Mel Owens is looking for a very specific woman. As a former football player, staying active is important to him, and it's important in his partner. The woman he sees as his future wife must work out, stay fit, eat, have fun, be energetic, and live life. Mel Owens shocks with age restriction. His focus on fitness isn't the only demand Mel Owens has for his Golden Bachelor women. He's not looking for a woman his own age. The 66-year-old shared his cutoff age for contestants on his season. "You know, if they're 60 or over, I'm cutting them," he told the producers. He prefers fit women between the ages of 45 and 60. He said on the podcast that he was told by producers not to use the phrase cut in reference to eliminating the women. Mel Owens said it was just a football word he's used to saying. While ABC hasn't revealed the Golden Bachelor contestants yet, Mel Owens said he was assured by producers that they would be hot. Fans blast him for demands. Bachelor Nation fans really wanted to give Mel Owens a chance, but his interview was an immediate turnoff for many. ABC might want to do some damage control after the former NFL player's disastrous first impression. One fan wrote, "Oof, I don't know anything about this guy, but now I won't be able to see him as anything but gross. Anti-first impression rose for you, sir." Another added, "There's simply no charitable way to interpret this." A third fan said, "I already hate this man with a burning passion, and not in a way that makes me want to watch him on TV." That sentiment was shared by many fans who vowed not to watch the upcoming Golden Bachelor season. Are you surprised by the demands Mel Owens made about age and body type? Sound off in the comments.
The Golden Bachelor. Mel Owens was supposed to be the gentleman America could trust. When ABC introduced the world to their latest Golden Bachelor, the 64-year-old widower from Savannah, Georgia, was hailed as a sweet, soft-spoken, Southern romantic who wanted just one thing: to find love again after heartbreak. Viewers melted over his love letters to his late wife, his devotion to family, and his warm Southern charm. He was the father of 3, grandfather of 6, a former high school principal, and everyone's favorite front porch philosopher. But as Season 2 of The Golden Bachelor unfolded, a very different Mel began to emerge, especially when he made that demand. It was the twist no one saw coming. And when he said it, live on air, everything changed. The beginning of the shift. It started small. Whispers on Reddit, murmurs in the Bachelor Nation Facebook groups. "Why does Mel seem different lately?" one fan posted after episode 5. "He's suddenly acting kind of entitled." Another pointed out, "He told Gabriella to tone it down. Why is he trying to control them already?" Mel, who once blushed at compliments, began interrupting contestants. He started treating the rose ceremonies more like executive meetings. At first, it was framed as decisiveness, but as weeks passed, fans noticed something else. Mel wasn't courting the women, he was evaluating them. "He's auditioning a housekeeper with benefits," joked a viral TikTok with over 2 million views. And then came episode 8, the most controversial episode in Golden Bachelor history. You'll need to sign this. The final 5 women, Gabriella, 53, Dana, 59, Lucia, 61, Tammy, 60, and Cheryl, 62, had traveled with Mel to his vacation home in the Carolinas. The ocean breeze, the laughter, the romantic horseback riding, everything was leading to the overnight dates. But as Mel sat each woman down for his one-on-one, he presented them with a surprise. A printed list of expectations for a future wife. Yes, expectations. On paper, bullet-pointed, stapled. Gabriella read it first. Her face went from flirty to frozen. Dana cried. Lucia straight up refused to read past bullet 5. What did the list include? Here's just a sample, as leaked by Cheryl after she was eliminated. Must be willing to relocate full-time to Savannah, Georgia. Must attend church with me every Sunday. Must agree to take over household chores. I no longer enjoy doing them. Must not post bikini pictures on Instagram. Must be feminine in dress and attitude at all times. Must cook dinner at least 5 nights a week. The internet exploded. Chapter 4. Fan backlash hits hard. By the next morning, #misogynistMel was trending. TikTok sleuths dug into Mel's past. Someone posted a photo of a framed, traditional marriage contract he kept in his study. Old colleagues described him as kind but controlling. A former neighbor shared that Mel once asked his HOA to ban women from jogging in sports bras. Turns out Mel wasn't looking for love, he was looking for a servant, a Bachelor Nation meme page wrote. ABC scrambled to contain the fallout. Mel is entitled to his preferences, a spokesperson said, but we stand with the women of the Golden Bachelor, and their empowerment is non-negotiable. Dana, in an exclusive interview with Good Morning America, said, "He treated me like I was applying to be his employee. Love isn't a contract." Gabriella, the fiery Italian-American widow from New York, didn't hold back. On her Instagram Live, she called Mel's list controlling, outdated, and insulting to every strong woman watching. Tammy posted her own TikTok captioned, "Mel, you wanted a maid. You forgot I'm a whole CEO." Even Cheryl, who was the most conservative of the group, told people, "It felt like we were being handed a 1950s housewife audition. I lost all respect." Lucia, meanwhile, had the final word with a mic drop moment on After the Final Rose. "Mel, you said you wanted a queen. What you really wanted was a waitress who'd say grace. No thanks." Bachelor Nation erupted in applause. Mel's defense falls flat. In a sit-down with Jesse Palmer, Mel tried to explain himself. "These aren't demands," he insisted. "They're standards. I've lived a long life. I know what I want. I think that's reasonable." But his tone came off cold, condescending. "And the bikini rule?" Jesse pressed. "I just think modesty is important, especially at our age." Cue Twitter rage. "I'm 63 and I wear a 2-piece to the beach every damn summer. Mel Owens doesn't get to decide my worth based on my swimsuit," one woman tweeted. The interview tanked his approval rating further. Where Mel once had the highest fan favorite score in Golden Bachelor history, he now held the lowest. A plot twist redemption. Almost. In the final episode, Mel shocked everyone by proposing to Lucia, the one woman who refused to read the list. "I respect your independence," he said. "You challenge me." But just as Bachelor Nation started warming up to him again, another bombshell dropped. Lucia didn't say yes. She said, "No, because I want more than just being respected. I want to be loved, not tolerated." Then she turned and walked off. The live audience gasped. Jesse Palmer looked like he'd swallowed a fly. Mel stood on stage, alone, again. Behind-the-scenes leaks. After the finale, Reality Steve released a podcast episode titled The Truth About Mel Owens, More Demands, More Drama. According to a production insider, the infamous list wasn't a one-time stunt. Mel had been trying to implement it from day one. He reportedly asked producers if contestants could be screened for traditional values. He once complained that Gabriella talked too much, and he allegedly demanded that future one-on-one dates only involve non-athletic activities because he didn't like women sweating in front of him. Bachelor Nation lost it. Fans started a petition titled No More Mels, urging ABC to do better casting for golden seasons. Within 48 hours, it had 90,000 signatures. Where is Mel now? Mel returned to Savannah after filming ended. He hasn't spoken publicly since the finale aired, except for one cryptic Facebook post. America fell in love with the idea of me, but I never lied about who I am. Meanwhile, Lucia launched a podcast titled Live in the Now, Not the 1950s, which hit number 4 on Apple's relationship charts. Gabriella inked a book deal, The Rose, The Red Flags, and The Retired Principal, a Bachelor tell-all. Tammy became a motivational speaker for women over 50. And Mel, as according to sources, has been seen dining alone at his favorite Savannah cafe, still wearing that old gold watch, still talking to waitresses like he's on a date. The legacy of the list. Bachelor Nation is still divided. Some older fans say Mel had a right to his standards. Others insist the Golden Bachelor should empower women, not hand them a checklist. I don't want to see another season like this. We came here for love, not The Handmaid's Tale. But maybe Mel's season did something important. It exposed a truth people don't always want to face. That sometimes the villain isn't a snake in disguise. Sometimes he's the quiet gentleman who hands you a rose in one hand and a contract in the other.